in love with the cocoa. I got it for the long, 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 long.
Hey guys, this is Royal Gaming 16, and welcome to one of the games that I've seen online that I haven't really seen the full thing of. I've just seen a couple, maybe like an hour of gameplay or so, but a game that I've heard is incredibly disturbing and quite an interesting experience. So today we're going to be playing, of course, as the title suggests, Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I know, like, the first thing I thought when I saw it was, this is such just another stupid anime game. Oh, dear goodness, was I wrong? So yeah, we're going to be getting right into this one. Now, in the my previous series, Subnautica, I was using an audio recorder that was not quite working well for some reason. I have since abandoned it and switched to a different system that seems to be working just fine. So hopefully this one will be the one for the future. But yeah, we're gonna get right into this one. As you can see, I'm already here ready to play. Am I recording? I'm recording nothing. 1 second here. There we go. Now I'm recording it. Okay, so yeah, we're in the game here. I forgot that I still had it set to Subnautica because I'm using OBS. It's okay. New game. Please enter your name. Should I go with Josh or Royal? I'm gonna go with Josh. All right. I'm definitely interested to see how this plays out for me. Hey, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. It's basically the female version of me. Sayori, my neighbor, good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Yep. Used to walk to school together on days like this. Started around high school. She'd oversleep more, get tired of waking up. If she's gonna chase after me, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. Haha, we slept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. It's because I was. That's mean, Josh. Anyways. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you don't want to. Whatever you say. We go our street together, make our way to school. As we draw near, they become speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. She likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. That's me anyways. Your happiness is important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I have one question. What is a NEET? I'll Google it later. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I guess I'll promise you that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? That's fair. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, even if she does exaggerate everything. Okay. School day is ordinary and it's over before I know it. I wish that was my school day back in the day. After I pack up, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with, anime. The worst of the worst. Hello. Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Oh, boy. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. She's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm pretty sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, after the one who proposed club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to anime. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? I kind of told the club I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if I can't tell, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Long sigh. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oof. I follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Full of energy, she swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. Ooh, this music, dude. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. I like the purple hair. It's purple, especially that kind of purple is my favorite color, actually. It's a pleasure meeting you. Always it says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? What's wrong? Is it because of, never mind. Way to kill the atmosphere. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me. This club is full of... Oh, no. know. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Purple and smart, I like it. Don't say things like that. Appears more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like them. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? I do? It's great to see you again. Sure, why not? Smile sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica and I'll get the cupcakes. I made them. I'll get them. Okay, got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? Not a fan of tea, but I guess sure. A few desks arranged to form a table. It's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. I take a seat next to Sayori because I know her. Proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes that look like little cats. Whiskers drawn with icing, little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. That's cute, actually. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabbed one first, then Monica, and I follow. Delicious. Talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. While Natsuki is quiet, I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Really good. Thank you. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's word logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. I still hate tea, but it's okay. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. No, I don't, but that's okay. I'm glad. Faintly smiles to herself in relief. Gotta love the little blush on her. Monica raises an eyebrow, smiles at me. So what made you consider this club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. As president of this club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Oh, like the COVID event. Yep. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader, and Yuri nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start at a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort for something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. I've read some good books, okay? So you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. That's true. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their enthusiasm about literature. What kinds of things do you like to read? Well, let me see. Horror, fiction, sci-fi, and mystery. One of my favorite books is called The Oath by Frank Peretti. Fantastic book. Well, considering how little I've read, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I'm sorry, I just laughed saying it because that is the last thing you'd catch me reading. If any anime fans are watching this, I'm sorry, but it's just not my thing. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Well, crap. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you? Well, let's see. Traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Usually novels build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Depends on the fantasy world. That's all I have to say about that. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. That used to be me, actually, before I discovered video games. You know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, or to completely throw you for a loop? I've been reading a lot of horror lately. There you go. Ha! I read a horror book once. Yes. Desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, she might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Well, IRL, I do like horror, but that's just me. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Well, screw you. Why's that? Well, she darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. I'll try to mute it out in between me talking. Somebody has decided to use the weed whacker, so we'll just go with it. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki, puts her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute. You write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. She averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how she feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I mean, that is true. Do you have experience too? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help her feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oof. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. They look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Another thing I don't like poems. Next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Sure. She smiles warmly at me. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join. She may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at. And, I lose my train of thought. All four stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, but I'm sorry. I thought, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a decision when it's like this? That's fair. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with them. No. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join. The girl's eyes light up. Yes! She wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That's fair, though. That makes it official. Welcome to the club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Writing a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, they continue to chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Yeah, we never walk home anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. Clearly into me. Seems like they stopped doing the weed whacker outside, so that's good. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Yep, Monica, will I really be happy spending every day in a club? Perhaps I'll get to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh boy. All right, just need to make the most of these circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem of the night. Oh boy. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem most. Okay. I like determination. Ooh, I like her. Clumsy. Let's see. Charm. Nature. Vibrant. I don't like her, by the way. Prayer. Awesome. Embrace. Headphones, fireworks, waterfall, smile, ocean, breathe, happiness, starscape, amazing, extraordinary, hope, together. Well, it seems like I wrote one for Sayori on accident, but that's okay. Hello again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Back here. Last come in. Everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Nah. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year and last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You're certainly having a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Find yourself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, she plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. That's because your room is so messy it's distracting and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? That's good. Really good friends, aren't you? You might be a little jealous. How come? You two can become good friends too. Sayori. What? Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today. Wait, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Reaches into her bag, pulls out a book. Didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. A short read. It should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? No. Picked out a book she thinks I'd like despite me not reading much. Thanks, I'll definitely read it. I enthusiastically take the book. And she sighed. You can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone is settled in. I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. For her manga book, of course. Looks like no one else wants to be bothered today. Slumping to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired. Probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on their conversation. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs. Well, we can't give up. Festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her talking like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. She makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfect. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. Hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Find myself smiling in the end. She's still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, she can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, hey! I open my eyes to find her face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? Look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, it's written all over you. Glanced around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Your hair's sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down her hair trying to straighten it out. You really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. It is kind of mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa. So funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Be careful. Button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Does it even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Oh, no. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. Why does it feel strange to see your blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. She unbuttons it once more. Great, it's so much better. Puts her arms out and trolls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend. What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone at all. So I keep it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I guess so. Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again. But I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Failed to sound enthusiastic, but she trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yep, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. They enthusiastically pull out their poems, and hers is on a wrinkled sheet of leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reach into their bags. I do do the same myself. Okay, and here I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop right there. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment what you thought, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Let me know if I should do a full playthrough on my channel. If you got bored of it, let me know, and that'll be the only time I play it. And I do hope to see you guys in the next video. This is Royal Gaming signing out. Bye.